So this is what I was working with before. If we draw a line between the two pivot points or the mounting holes, it does not match the CV axle pivot point, which would lead to suspension binding. I actually went ahead and corrected that, and see if you can draw a line through the pivot points. It now intersects the pivot point of the axle. I hope that makes sense. There's a reason I've been putting off the rear suspension. It's going to be pretty tedious to do. For example, we got to cut out 4 of these flanges. Each one of these takes about 30 minutes to cut out. So if you guys actually take a look at the rear spindle, these holes are exactly like spot on, and that's so that the suspension stays true. So yeah, I'm just going with what I know. Not really wanting to do any trailing arm suspension. Trailing arms are pretty heavy, and I am planning on running a jack shaft up here so we can really shrink this independent rear suspension spool down. Finally got our rear suspension mounts done. The next 4 will be even harder. Wow, that was pretty sketchy. Guys, we're taking a quick break from the suspension to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Magic Spoon. This is no ordinary cereal, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't eaten cereal in about 5 to 6 years. The reason why is just too sweet. It's not very healthy for you, but that's where Magic Spoon changes the game. So this cereal has 14 grams of protein, it has 0 sugars, and only 4 grams of net carbs, so it's a really healthy alternative, and it only comes with 140 calories. Of course, it's soy-free, gluten-free, all that good stuff, and best of all, it comes in 4 flavors. So we got coca, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. I think I'm going to try the coca one first. Really excited to try the cereal. Let's go get me a plate. Wow, that's really good. Gotta get them gains. Magic Spoon has really changed the game. For any of you that are on a diet or just watching your calories, this might make the perfect snack or just a really healthy breakfast idea. So yeah, definitely check out Magic Spoon in the link below. Use the code VasilyBills to get $5 off your cereal. So guys, I want to thank Magic Spoon for sponsoring this video and helping me afford some of these components on the Crosskart, because this is getting really expensive. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to suspension. Okay guys, so we have these pillow block risers to get this to the appropriate height. Now everything looks good. Like I said, I'm running a jack shaft, so this doesn't have to be aligned with the sprocket on the engine. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and mocked up the CV axle, and we're running into a little issue. Can't find a great place to mount our secondary upper control arm tabs. The chain will generally be in this area right here. So we pretty much got to work around the chain. So yeah, I had to do it like this. There's a nut inside there for the suspension mount. And also on the other side, we would have needed to have enough room for the caliper. So yeah, and I'm going to cut all this mess off and redo the upper A-arms. That is so much better. The suspension geometry is now true. I should have done this from the very beginning. So now I need to transfer everything from this side to this side. So I got my bottom control arm here mocked up. We're gonna have to replicate all that. Alright guys, now that we got the suspension pretty much all figured out, finally, after about a week of working, we're going to go ahead and mount our shocks. So I'm going to use this top plate, I'm going to dimple die it, and then I'm going to have like an adjustable thingy right here to where you can change the shock position. We're using some really beefy shocks, so that's why we're mounting the shock all the way up here instead of like over here. I'm going to go ahead and stick this into my press and then dimple this. Alright guys, moment of truth. They are not rebounding for some reason. Wait, why are they not rebounding? That's so weird. I don't know why they're not rebounding. There we go. Guys, that is perfect. Holy crap, that's perfect. These shocks kind of scared me in the beginning there, but apparently you have to break them in. I have the two other shocks. I'm going to go ahead and order some 75-pound springs and see if I can make them work in the front, because those snowmobile shocks ain't going to cut it.